Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Katya. For today's video, I thought I would change it up a little bit. I had mentioned to you guys, I love my home decor DIYs, I love my thrift shopping, but I also love my fashion. So I thought it would be a fashion DIY video for you. I recently did a coat, and it is this amazing coat. I sewed it, I took out my sewing machine and decided to make myself a coat. I had a vision, I wanted something a little bit more samurai inspired. This is what I came up with. I'm so happy, I love it. I ended up going to several different fabric stores and I could not find the fabric I was looking for. When I did, the price was ridiculous and I was not spending that amount on fabric. So I told myself, let me go to the thrift store, see what I can find, maybe in the curtain section, the tablecloth. Sometimes they have really big panels of fabric. So that's exactly where I end up finding my fabric, and I found this beautiful fabric. I fell in love with, first of all, the color, the pattern, and it has this sort of like velvety feel to it, but it's still lightweight. It's not like a heavy coat. It came in a set of 2 squares. I have no idea for the life of me what this person used it for because it was too small for a tablecloth, and I don't think it was used as curtains. There was no place for it to pass the curtain rod, so I have no clue what this person used it for. I know that the fabric was from Pottery Barn, so if you guys ever saw this fabric, comment down below, let me know what it was used for. But anyway, I just loved it. I thought it was perfect. I ended up paying $9.99 each square, so in total the coat costed me $20 to make. I went with a more loud pattern, not too loud. I mean, I stayed in the neutral colors, but I still wanted a pattern. You guys know I love my patterns and mixing up patterns as well. I really wanted to make this coat a standout piece. I wanted prints, but you can totally go with, if you want an all white jacket or black, you can just go with minimalist colors or prints. So in this video, what I thought I would do is show you how I created it. I'm gonna admit it was a little challenging for me to film all the process. I'm cutting things on the floor, sewing at my sewing machine, so I hope you get the idea of how to make this jacket. And then I'm going to show you how you can style it. I kept my styling very simple because I didn't want to go completely loud with this coat, but I want to show you guys how versatile this coat can be and how you can dress it up, dress it down, have fun with it, and make it the focal point. A few things I should mention is that I am not a seamstress, nor do I proclaim to be one. I am learning as I go. I am doing sort of what makes sense to me. I also didn't have a pattern, so I just took a vest that I already had and traced it and made my own pattern and did what made sense to me. For sure, there are probably going to be mistakes. I'm not a professional. I'm learning as I go. I just wanted to put that out there. Another thing I should mention is I did not do a lining. I'm not there yet. I'm not good enough to do a lining, but nor did I feel like I needed a lining for this coat. I did want it to be a little bit more lightweight. I didn't want it to be heavy, but I do think a lining would finish it and polish it up. So just a little heads up, I didn't do a lining. Something else that I want to mention is if you're using patterns, it's really important to place your fabric. Like this one had a circle here to have the right placement of your fabric. I know for those of you who are starting off like me, pay attention to that because at first I wasn't paying attention and then I realized. So just so that things line up properly, like the bottom of the coat, the same fabrics, especially when you're using a print, you just want everything to line up and not look wonky looking. But aside that, for you professionals out there, I am sure you already know that. So anyway, we're gonna jump right into the DIY part and then move our way into the styling part. So let's jump right into it. Enjoy. For my first outfit, I decided to go with a very simple outfit, making the whole coat the main statement piece because I do think this coat is very, it's loud a little bit, but without being too much. So I wanted to keep the rest of the outfit more of a neutral color. So I went with an all cream look, and I also decided to leave it open. I made myself a tie just in case I feel like tying it up. But for this outfit, I thought it would look cooler just open. So yeah, this is the look. I went with an all cream look. I went with my trousers that I ended up getting from Shein. I did a haul for you a while ago. These sort of like booties, I got them from Winners a while ago. You guys have seen me wear them in a lot of my videos. Then I have this padded shoulder pad t-shirt that I got from Winners as well. I have it pretty much in every color, this t-shirt. It's such a versatile t-shirt. I have it in white. I wore it in my last video. I have it in black. I have it in this cream color. It's one of those you grab and go t-shirts, and it has a little bit of style because of the shoulder pads. And then my Urban Outfitters hat. I thought this worked perfectly. It just made the whole outfit come together, but the coat is the main focus. Moving on to my next look, I kept it monochromatic. I went with an all black look underneath, but I wanted to show you another way you can wear it. It's not for everybody. It's something I personally probably would do, so I wanted to share it with you, but there's so many other ways that you can tweak it. So this is how I would wear it. Let me show you. I have this harness that I talked about in one of my hauls. I ended up getting it at Doll's Kill, and you can either put the harness over, but you can also tie it, whether it's a harness or a belt. A cool way to cinch it in instead of using the belt that I created. I thought this was another way that you can spruce it up, make it different. So whether you have a harness or one of your favorite belts, I think this is a great way to cinch it in at the waist, give the whole coat an edge look. So I thought my harness would look cool, and I know it's not for everybody, but this is just something that I thought works for me. But I also thought that maybe you can get inspired and maybe put another belt or another type of harness, something maybe a little bit more delicate and less heavy. But I thought it added some harshness to this coat, which sometimes I love to be a little bit more grunge and sometimes I like to be a little bit more boho. So it's the perfect balance between both, and it gives this edgier look to my outfit. So this is the outfit that I thought would work. All black look, nothing too fancy, very simple. I went with my Zara Western boots. Then I went with these Zara trousers. It's a simple black tank top underneath. I got this, I think it was at H&M in the kids section. And then the harness is from Doll's Kill. My Baker Boy hat, I got it at Ophélie Hats. So this is my other look. It's not for everybody, but it works for me. Another fun way I thought you can wear this coat is as a dress. You can wear some shorts underneath or even a simple jersey dress. Right now I am fully underwear and bra, but if ever you want to wear it as a dress, you can put the jersey dress underneath or even, biker shorts and a tank top. So this is what it looks like as a dress trench coat. I put the belt that goes with the coat, and I think it gives a whole other look. It's more sophisticated, it looks classy, it looks still cool and funky and just different. It cinches it at the waist. I think it gives a more hourglass look. I really do love this look. I've paired my boots that I got from Winners a couple years ago, jersey dress underneath. If I had one, I would show you. And then this beret I got at Simon's. So very simple outfit, but it does make a statement and looks fancy, elegant. If you're going to an event or something, I think this is a great option. Obviously not in the summertime, maybe more spring, fall, winter. on to a more casual everyday look on how to wear this coat. I paired it with a simple t-shirt. I got this one at Winners last year. I thought it was super cute with the butterflies, and I kind of went to get all of the colors that's in the coat. Then I paired it with my Zara high-waisted jeans. My beret is from Simon's. Then these leopard, I thought I would bring a little bit of a mix of prints and pair them with these super comfortable sneakers. They have a little platform, and then the leopard, it kind of ties in everything. It gives a little bit of a different print to my outfit. And these are from New Bella. This is my casual look if I'm going to, I don't know, the grocery store, run some errands. Yeah, I go like this to the grocery store. So this is me, but it's not for everybody. I would totally wear this out running errands. Yeah, this is my casual look. I also have the belt if it's more like a casual look. Another way I thought was cool is you kind of leave it a little open. Let me just bring that, play around with it. I think that's a great way to wear the coat as well. Semi-open, so you see your outfit still poking through. I wanted to share all the different ways that you can wear it. You can dress it up, dress it down. I was thinking even wearing with a different floral pattern underneath, maybe a dress. That can look really cool with this coat as well. Make it look even more elevated. Add more color if you're more into the colors, and if you're not, then just maybe with some jeans or a monochromatic look. But there's so many ways to wear this coat, and I know some people are, I can never wear this coat, but you can wear it. There's so many ways that you can wear it, different styles. It suits different people, and I just love it. So anyway, I hope you guys love it as much as I do. So yeah, this is my last outfit.